shoot. Pullback, step back three. Bottom!
The handoff. Jones for the tie. Oh, he's fouled! And one! He's still loose. Doherty the heave. Oh, my God!
Southern Utah is going to do something they've never done. Go to the NCAA tournament.
What's up, everybody? Another episode of the Straight Outta WAC podcast on this. I guess we're going to call it Throwback Thursday in a sense. We're not really throwing it back because we're bringing in I don't want to say they're a newcomer to the WAC. They're in the final year of the transition stage. Utah Tech Trailblazer head coach Jon Judkins joins me today on the episode. Juddy, how have you been? How's the summer, spring? I guess summer and fall been? I'm still in that spring mentality.
I'll tell you, this has been the busiest spring and summer I've had since I got into coaching. It's one with trying to replace 10 guys. We had to get 10 new guys. We lost 4 of them to graduation, which is a great thing to have. But then we also decided some kids needed some more playing time and wanted to go to JUCOs and help them that way. So it's been busy recruiting and bringing kids in on official visits and all that. But we got some really good players. I'm really excited about it. Obviously, the WAC doesn't know who they are because they picked us at the bottom, which is fine. We're okay with that because we're going to surprise some people. I'm telling you that right now. So I'm excited. And then again, it's summer for me. I had a kid get off a mission. I had a daughter get married, and I had a daughter have a baby. So you can imagine what my spring and summer was like. But I'm really excited to get started. I love how it's going right now, and just can't wait to throw the ball up and see where we're at.
Where did he go on his mission?
He was called to Peru, Spanish speaking, obviously, and then he had some problems with his visa, and he went to Salem, Oregon, and stayed there. His whole mission did Spanish speaking, so it was great. We liked it, being closer to home and not worried about that. And he loved it. He had a great attitude towards it. It was a great experience.
That's awesome. And a grandson or granddaughter?
A grandson. It's our third grandbaby, second grandson, and then. My son who got home from his mission, his twin sister got married in July. So he got home in June and she got married in July. So it was kind of crazy, but it's been good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Family gets bigger and stronger. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. You talked about the recruiting and having to fill those, a lot of spots in your roster. 4 starters too gone. I mean, that's a lot, especially considering that they have been a part of your program for multiple years in the transition. I want to talk specifically about one. And Jacob Nichols, I feel like that guy, there's like a love-hate relationship with that. I'm sure a lot of people that played against him because you love the effort and the mentality and the fact that maybe he wasn't the best player on the floor, but he was going to outwork people. And that's like the epitome of you as a coach. Like, talk about what he meant to you as a player, because he was in your program for what, 3-4 years?
5 years.
Okay, 5. We'll take the coach year. Yeah, so 5 years. But I mean, that's got to develop a bond with a guy like that.
Yeah, it's a great story. We use it a lot with our recruiting. To where he came. He came here and redshirted his first year, and then we were D2. And then we went D1. We thought about letting him go. It was that close. We thought, what, he's a perfect D2 guy, but is he good enough, or is he tall enough or big enough to be at Division I? And we kept him, and boy, we're sure glad we did, because I'll tell you what, he had an incredible year. His last year, and people don't know what he went through his last year. He was married, or is married. Sorry, not was. He is married, and his wife got an opportunity to go to a school back east for PT school. So she left in December. She got in really quick, and so he was here the whole season without her. And he was only married for about a year, and this happened. So that's tough on any relationship with work, but also with basketball and school and everything else. It was his best year he had for me here at Utah Tech. So we're definitely going to miss him. But you're right. People look at him and think, oh, he can't play. He's not tall. He's not big. He can't. But man, he can. He plays. He gives you everything he has. His 3-point shooting last year was outstanding. He spent a lot of time in the gym, maybe because he didn't want to go home to an empty apartment. I don't know, but he spent a lot of time in the gym, and it paid off for him. I mean, he's one of our best 3-point shooters, and we're definitely going to miss Jacob. Great guy, great family, just a great career he had here at Utah Tech.
Yeah, I watching you guys over the past 3 years and watching him play, it was like I said, there's a love-hate relationship there that it's like you can appreciate what he does and the work that he puts in, and it's like he's one of those guys that'll get under people's skin too. Like I don't know. You saw him for 5 years, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know him pretty good. If you saw that, that's pretty good.
Oh man, good times, good times. So with that being said, what about the rest of that group? You know, the Isaiah Popes, the Cam Goodens, the Frank Staines, you know, that just kind of they were part of that team last year that won your first ever postseason Division I game in the WAC tournament. You know, just what they meant to you as a whole, as a group, to get to maybe you're not quite where you want to be, but you're getting there, and they're a big part of that.
Oh, a huge part of that. Let's start off with Cam. Cam had an incredible year for us. Again, a guy that came in that we really liked, but was pretty raw, you know, of getting to fit into our system. We loved his toughness. We loved his how strong he was and how he could get up. I mean, he had some incredible dunks on people in traffic, you know, but we were concerned about his shooting, concerned about his, you know, consistency. And man, he really did that. I love to coach him. He's very coachable, very we'd come in and watch film, and he wanted to get better every day. And you can see it. And you can see what he did. I mean, his last 3 or 4 games at the end of the year were amazing. I mean, just he wanted to win so bad, and he wanted to do things and you know, start history for Utah Tech going to the WAC tournament. And you saw what he did there. That was unbelievable, and it paid off. I mean, he got a good contract to go overseas and play, and that's what he's doing. And we still stay in contact. He's got family and friends still here. He talked on contact. So we're going to miss him. But again, we got another guy that came in and from Texas as well. We like those Texas point guards, and he's reminds us a lot of Cam. He's still really, really young, and just trying to get him where Cam was is going to be hard to do, but we're going to do it. So we miss Cam a lot. Isaiah, again, great kid. I love the guy to death too. All those guys. It's so hard to see him leave. You know, I was hoping to get these guys back. I was hoping to get Cam. Cam was done. Him and Jacob, their eligibility was done. Isaiah, Frank, and Denzel both had a year back if they wanted to come back because of COVID. But all 3 of them graduated. They all graduated, and you know that's our number one job is to get them graduated. And so they did that. They came in, talked, and thought, you know what, I might go out and see if I can get some NLI money from some other schools. We just don't have that yet. With, you know, going into our 4th year, we're working on that, and that's where we're going to get. But right now we don't. And both of those guys, Frank and Isaiah, got a chance to go somewhere who does have some NLI money, and they've graduated. They've done all they can do here, and Denzel decided to go back home and play professionally well as well, and he got a contract, and he's doing well. So I hate to see those guys go, but I'm very happy for them. They got us started, got us on the map at Utah Tech, and you know, we wish them the best, except for Frank because he's at Stephen F. Austin. So we hope that he plays terrible, and they do terrible. No, I hope he plays good, except against us. But no, those are great guys, and you know when you have them for 4 years, man, you get attached, just like they're your own kids, and so it's gonna be fun to see them, and we wish them the best as well. But you know, I got to take care of what we got to take care of, and they got to take care of what they got to do. And there was no hard feelings. Oh, I don't want you here. I'm leaving here because I hate it. It wasn't that at all. It was just an opportunity for them, and I totally respect that. I understand that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to just tell the fans that are listening. So Cam Gooden in the 2 WAC tournament games in the upset win over SFA had 22 points, 5 assists, and I believe it was 5 assists in that game. And then against Southern Utah in that barn burner that you guys had in the quarterfinals, he had 35. So yeah, you're right. He earned his keep in that WAC tournament for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
and then like you said, the dunks that he had on people. I think there was a Utah Valley game. Was it 2 years ago where he's in traffic and he just blows by everybody? And in the middle of 3 guys, he throws it down one-handed. He also had that big shot against AMAC that the end one that's I believe it tied the game. So, those are some good times.
He had a good one against Stephen F. Austin too in the WAC tournament, right on a big guy too. So yeah, he's 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", and for him to do that, it's amazing.
So you talked about another Texas guard you brought in, a freshman, that I think a lot of people are excited to see what he's going to do. I think he's on some people's freshman of the year radar in Aric Demings. Talk about what you like in his game, maybe some things that you see that he's going to have to develop as he gets into the college game, just what you like about this guy and how you guys ended up with him, because I'm sure that he had offers from other places for sure.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we were really lucky to get him. We were back there playing one of our games and on Thursday, and then on Friday we were close enough to him and his family. We went over to made a home visit, and it was great. UT Arlington was one of them that were on him, but they were having a coaching change and all that. And so I think that was a benefit to us because he didn't know who they had there. But one thing I really like about him is he's a winner. If you look at his high school career, I mean, he played for a great coach, a great high school program that had big time players go on to really high division or powerhouse, power fives, whatever you want to call them. And so I loved how he was a winner. He knew how to win. He knew what it took to win. And so that was number one. He reminded us a lot of Cam, kind of the same size, same build, from Texas. He handles the ball very well. He's probably a better defender than Cam. He loves to get up into guys and pick them up full court. He just loves to do that. He's really good at that. I think his court awareness is very good. The college game's a little bit faster than he's been used to in high school, but he's adjusting very, very well. Very coachable. We bring him in, watch film, show him things. Next day he goes out and tries it. I love it. He loves to shoot the 3 ball like Cam did. He loves to get to the hole. He doesn't jump like Cam. He doesn't have that explosive finish at the rim, but he has other things that I think are very, very good for us and his game. So if we can get him to improve like Cam did every single year, I mean, wow, he's got a chance to make it to the next level. I believe he's going to be that solid. So we're really happy to have him.
Very nice, very nice. And just for reference, Aric Demings played at Duncanville High School in DeSoto, Texas. They won 3 Texas 6A state titles and 2 national titles. And last year, 2022-23, they won the USA Today National Crown with a 29-1 record. They were ranked. I mean, just that's incredible. Like you said, a winner. Like you like to have those guys because they know what it takes to win ball games, right?
Yep. That's it, man. That's what he does. And the one year they didn't win state is because the state put him on probation because they had a player that shouldn't have been playing or something like crazy like that. So they were that good. They could have won it all 4 years of his. It's that crazy.
Crazy stuff. And the thing is, you have another freshman guard, in Angelo Kambala, that like if you keep I think I've talked to you about this, or maybe it was Brock Staley, one of your assistants that I was talking to. If you can keep these young guys, because your roster's not necessarily old like you've had, if you keep these guys in St. George for a couple of years, you're going to have something special, John. Like, is that the mindset here?
That is, but the stupid transfer rule is kind of crazy because of that, and so it's really hard to to build from freshmen and up. But we're going to continue to do it. You know, we're going to continue to try to build. And you're right. I mean, Angelo's another great player from close to us down there in Las Vegas. Can really score the ball, really shoot it, and he's got to get stronger. That's the big weakness on him. And he's putting on weight. He's getting stronger. He's doing all that. But you're right. That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to get some JUCO kids to come in and play right away. But yeah, we're young, but we feel we can get these guys better and hopefully keep them for 3 or 4 years. And by their senior year, we're thinking we're going to be really, really good. So that's the idea. And now, you know, we got to keep recruiting outside and inside. But, you know, we got to keep our guys here that we get here and a bunch of great guys that we really love.
I wanted to ask you, and I think I tweeted this out earlier in the summer when you were putting together the roster with these younger guys. I think recruiting high school freshmen has kind of gotten lost over the last couple of years with the transfer portal and the COVID year and stuff like that. Is that something that you and your staff thought about as you started recruiting, you know, knowing what holes you had to fill? Because, hey, there's some really good high school seniors and guys that are going to be coming up. Why not go get them and develop them now and help them be part of our culture when teams aren't looking at them because teams want to just go to the portal? Like, how's the balance there? The fine line.
Hard. You hit it right on the head. It's really, really hard. You got to make a decision what you want to do. You got to find the right fit too. You know, I mean, there's some guys that maybe are looking for the money deal or making the money. And so if you see those kind of guys, there's a good chance they're going to bounce. They're going to go somewhere that they're going to try to make the money. So these guys, we felt that, hey, they'll buy into us and hopefully we can make them happy and keep them here. Like I said, we're working on some NLI deals, and some other things we're trying to work on to help them stay here. But most of them, they want to be here. They want to play. They want to get Utah Tech where they need to be. So that was what we're trying to do. But you're right. It's, you know, where we talk about a lot with recruiting is, you know, you get freshmen in here and they play really good and tear it up, and there's a good chance you might lose them to a bigger school. And then you bring freshmen in here who don't play, and they might be unhappy and they want to leave. And so it's a tough deal. It really is. But we bring our freshmen in, we tell them that, and we tell them we're trying to build something here, and we want them to be a part of it. But it's sometimes it's a shot in the dark. You hope that it all works out. And this is what this team, we're trying to do with these guys, is keep them together. Because again, like I said, we're more talented we've ever been. The only thing we have it's against us is just we're young and don't have a lot of WAC experience or D1 experience. But you know, we got some JUCO kids that I think can really come in right away and help us off the get-go. So it's tough. You're exactly right. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer. You know, do you recruit freshmen? Do you not recruit freshmen?
Right.
We're still going to do it that way because we think we have something here special. We think St. George and Utah Tech is a special place, and hopefully they want to be a part of it and stay here and do it. So we're going to go with that.
It's awesome. You talked about those JUCO guys. Is there anybody that's kind of stood out to you so far that's been on campus out of those new recruits?
Jalen's been one. You know, he's long, he's athletic. You know, he can do a lot of things. He can play a lot of different spots. I like him a lot. David and Larry both came from Garden City. Both are, you know, they play together, which is kind of nice to have them here together. Larry's really he's taken off, getting better and better every single day. Sammy's another one that just kind of been injured a lot this year, but he's bouncing back on that. So we like him. He's put on about 15 pounds, which has been great. He's getting stronger. It's something he really needed to do. And those are kind of the JUCO guys we had. Then we also got Beon from University of Hawaii. He's solid. I really like. I mean, he's the one, like you said, that talking about the maturity and the Division I stuff. He gets it. He understands it. He's really leading our guys and being that leader, which I love to see him. He's going to be special for us too because he can play so many different positions for us. I love that. And then obviously having Tanner back and having Noah back,
Yep.
those are two guys that we expect a lot. And Tanner's lost some weight. He's at 265 right now, which I think is perfect for him. Maybe even 260 would be good, but he's still moving guys around. But defensively, he's moving his feet really well. I think the WAC missed out on him of getting him a first team. I think he's won there. He was kind of hurt on that. We've kind of challenged him with that. Like, let's go show them they made a mistake. He's playing really, really well for us right now. And so those two guys, I think, will step in and help us that way. And then we have a walk-on kid that came last year that's just improved over the spring and summer. And Caleb, you're going to see some things that he reminds me a lot of Jacob, except he's about 4 inches taller. So he's about 6'9", 6'10". He's long. He jumps well, but he's that kid that just plays so hard. And I hope that he can come in and give us that spark like Jacob did as well.
Nice. One question about the roster too. Do you feel like you have a little bit more size than you've had the last couple of years? Like, are you excited about maybe that depth? Because I think I saw like 4 or 5 guys 6'8" or taller. You have Sammy and Tanner that are 6'10" or high, tall. Like, you gotta like the size that you have.
Yeah. Well, when we got into the WAC, that's the things we noticed was how physical it was, and how the big guys are big. They're not 6'5", 6'4", 6'6". They're big guys. I mean, Utah Valley. I mean, that guy was a monster. And so we want to do a little bit more of that, but also finding some guys that are big, but also can stretch out the floor.
Sure.
And these guys can do that. They can shoot the 3 ball, and that's kind of how this game's going right now. Is a lot of these big guys want to shoot the 3. Tanner, we had a little scrimmage yesterday. He hit like 4 threes in a row. I mean, he's starting to shoot it. So it's fun. It's been good. But yeah, size is a big thing, and we got to be tough when you go on the road, especially in Texas. It's a rough, real physical game, and that's something we wanted to build upon.
Sure. All right, we're going to finish up with a question, questions about the schedule a little bit. You guys do not play a home game.
Yeah, how about that?
Until December 2nd
against Utah Valley.
Like, I know that's part of the scheduling these days. Like, it's hard to get home games and everything. Just that notion that you're going to be gone for the entire month of November, and then you have to open against an in-state rival like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been worse is having that over a holiday or something. That none of our students are here. But no, scheduling is tough. It's we don't have the money to buy teams to bring them in like some of the guys in the WAC do. So we have to go play some buy games. We are doing an MTE this year that we didn't do last year, which is nice to go back and play in Youngstown State University. We're doing that. We got some return games that we have. Idaho is coming in, but they're coming in later. Northridge, we got to go there. So we're trying to get home games, and a lot of times the only way we can get them is we do a home and home, and this year it turned out to be that we got to go there more than they come here. So the following year will be better. But also the thing I do like about it though, with a young team, going on the road and being together and traveling together, you really become a pretty tough, tight group of guys, and it really helps. And so that's what we're gonna use that for, and hopefully that will strengthen our guys and get us back. But our fans have already told us that, like, I can't believe you don't play till December 2nd at home. We do have an exhibition game on the 1st, which we'll try to get them excited for, but not exactly how we drew it up, but scheduling is kind of tough.
Hey, you know what though? To have your home opener against an in-state rival, like that, the fans need to be And it was Dixie State College, Marcus Banks, Jaime Lareda. I can't remember the coach's name.
Jeff Kidder is a coach.
Jeff Kidder.
Yeah.
And they beat College of Southern Idaho to go to the national tournament in Hutchinson that year. So
well, you're kind of wrong. It's okay though. You're rubbing it in my face, aren't you? They beat us. They beat Snow College. They beat Snow College in the championship game to go to Hutch.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Jaime had a dunk with like 3 seconds left in the game. It was crazy.
Maybe they beat CSI the night before. So I don't know. One of those times.
Yeah, it was some good junior college games though. You're right. Yeah, it's changed a lot. We got a big jumbotron in our arena now. A lot of digital scorekeeping stuff. Really cool. We're trying to get the banner wrapped around our gym and stuff. We're trying to do that a little bit. So they're making a lot nicer. This Division I thing's been good for us. So you'll be surprised when you come in and see the changes we've made here in the Burns Arena.
I'm excited, and it's going to be a great atmosphere too, which makes it even better. So I'm excited about that. John, one last question here. I ask every coach this. One of your grandchildren says, "Grandpa, let's go to the gas station. Let's go get a snack. Let's go get something." What's your go-to snack? Like, what's the your kryptonite when you stop?
Whatever they want. It's like I'm not too picky. That's how we are on the road. Brock does all of our food, and I don't care what we get. Just get us some food. But no, you can't go wrong. I love Paydays. Payday's always been one of my favorite candy bars and so forth. I like to get one of those. And I'm kind of into this Diet Mountain Dew right now. It's Diet Mountain Dew with a little bit of mango juice in it. I like something a little bit different that way. So, no, that's kind of what it would be. But we're going to go see our grandkids this weekend. They live in Florida, so it's funny you said that. We'll go find out what they want to go do and have a weekend with them Saturday and Sunday, and then back to work again on Monday.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, John, I appreciate the time always, and we'll see you in about a month or so, a month and a half, in St. George for that December 2nd Utah Valley Utah Tech game, and enjoy the rest, maybe the next 2 weeks, as you get prepped, and then enjoy your long road trip in November. And we'll keep an eye on the Trailblazers. But as always, appreciate the time.
No problem. Thanks for having me, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Thanks for listening to the Straight Outta WAC podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcasting platforms. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember to follow us on Twitter at WAC Hoops Digest and Facebook under WAC Hoops Digest for all your WAC Hoops news and information.